my channel. I mean, my get out of your channel. Switch back to me.
I'm live. Okay, I see it.
Yay!
I'm turning you off. Hello. I've never done YouTube Live before. Here I am. Welcome if you're here. This is my first live YouTube, and it's a series called Relationship. I'm actually just going to start talking. I think it's happening. So I wanted to first begin with talking about why you're in relationship, or why do you want relationship? What is happening for you? What are you looking for? If you're basically, oh, look at my hair is all over the place. If you're looking for a relationship or in a relationship, you want to think about why you want it. Are you lonely? Are you scared to be alone? That's understandable. You're looking for someone to fill that gap. But often people are thinking about how to make themselves happy, looking for a relationship. And what I really believe is we have to be happy first before we get together with someone. At least pretty happy. Because if we get into a relationship and we're actually choosing without really thinking about why we're in it, we get into a relationship and we think about, how can I blame someone? How can I be jealous? How can I be in control of them? How do I possess them so that I'm happy? But that's a sad state, because basically we're here in relationship on the planet to love one another and to rise together and to share our hearts with each other. So before you step in, or if you're in one already, and you're really thinking about having a serious relationship, you want to start really going into your heart and loving yourself first. Because when you love yourself, then that's what you'll receive from someone else. When you really are full, then you can give that to someone else. I know it's frustrating because we're always looking outside of ourselves for joy and happiness. And we think, well, if we have sex or if we have someone to bounce off everything, we'll be happier. But what happens is we become needy and we become controlling. And we want the other person to fill our hearts. We can't make them fill our hearts. We can only fill our own heart and then share that with someone and have fun with each other. So that's a big thing that I wanted to first talk about. Why are you looking for a relationship? Are you happy in yourself? Are you feeling like you can share your love and share your heart? The next thing that I want you to think about is, when you're looking for someone, I know sexuality is important, and attraction and energy, and wow, look at this person that's really turning me on. But you might want to sit back and check them out first. Do they have the same loves as you in your life? Do they like sports? Do they like snowboarding? Do they like surfing? Do they love to sit and talk and be intimate? Do you like the same movies? Do they have the same morals and values as you do? Do they have the same goals in life? Now, I'm not saying they have to match up perfect. You actually could be really opposite from one another. One of you could be very inside, and one of you could be very out. You could like black and he could like white. What I'm talking about is, are they the kind of person that you want to spend your life with and spend a lot of years together to see if you're right with? Do you check them out before you dive in? And I don't know what that means for you, diving in. Jumping in bed, no problem, I get it. But do you know that you're actually spiritually connected for 3 months after you have sex with someone? Imagine what that's like. For 3 months, you're psychically connected to that person. That means if you're dating and you're looking and jumping in bed with people constantly, that's confusing. Look, I've had a lot of relationships, a lot of sex, I've had a lot of fun. But what I notice is the more I stay with myself and I hang out with one person and I find out if that's the right person and I'm maybe making love with them or whatever. When I didn't jump around, it helped me ground me. It helped me check in with myself. So I know times are really different. I'm 64. I did a lot of different mistakes and a lot of crazy stuff with dating. But what I'm asking you to do is really to keep checking in with your heart. Check in. Does this feel right? Are we aligned? Are our hearts connected? Am I able to love this person because I'm happy and not asking them to make me happy? You must become happy within yourself. It's much easier to do that on your own than jump into a relationship and blame each other, be jealous, control, um, think that you own them while you're in the relationship. Now, that always happens for sure. I'm just trying to save you from all the pain that I went through looking. Oh, look, I'm checking it out. Oh, somebody's saying they can't hear anything. I'm really choppy. I have no idea. Not sure. Shanti? I have someone supporting me on this YouTube. So let's see. I want to look at my notes. Yeah, this is a big one. Oh, maybe my live stream isn't strong enough because I'm in the mountains. Someone's saying it's kind of choppy. Okay, so this is a really important point. Are you good enough for yourself? Are you feeling like you're happy with yourself? Because if you're happy with yourself, then you'll be happy with someone else loving you. If you don't feel good in yourself, how will you receive love? That's a really, really big question. How will you receive love if you actually can't accept love from yourself? So people often say it's selfish to only think about yourself. But what I feel is that that's backwards. Oh, my earpod just dropped out. I feel like it's really important to love ourselves first, number one, and then be able to love others. So if I'm empty, how can I love someone else? If I don't love myself, how can I actually expect them to love me? So there's a lot of work to be done. Now, I'm not saying relationship can't help with that. It's an incredible way to love one another and rise together and share. But one thing you want to look at is, why are you getting in relationship, or why are you in relationship and it's not working? Think about it. How much do you love yourself? What do you need to change in your life, or how you are responding in your relationship? Do you like yourself? Because there's no way someone else can love you and like you if you don't do that for yourself. So that's number one. So does anybody have any questions? Oh, by the way, I'm Mira with Mira Loves You. I'm a somatic practitioner, and I work with people individually and in groups. And my whole goal in my work is to help people drop into their hearts, drop into themselves, into the body somatically, so that we can feel what's going on. And we're not always out there looking around and trying to figure out what's going on. But when you find out, you can really find out what's happening when you tune into yourself. There's incredible amount of knowledge and understanding in the heart. The heart is where you can go to get your answers. The heart is where you can call your lover to you, actually. The heart is where you can fall in love with yourself. The heart in your body, sitting in your body, is where you find the knowledge. I was reading this book and he called it The Kitchen. The heart is a beautiful kitchen. So let me just see if anybody has any questions. Anybody have any questions? No. Okay. I'm going to keep talking. So while you're in a relationship, I'm inviting you to really tune into yourself. Are you giving yourself what your heart needs? Are you actually like tuning in, even though there's a partner around you? What is happening only for you, not for you both, not for the other person, but only for you? Okay, somebody just asked me a question. This is great. So, what's the first step in learning how to really love yourself? Okay, that's a really good step. So, what I feel is to begin to love yourself is you got to go back into your body, into your heart, and we need to accept all the feelings that are going on. When we start accepting being human and really accepting everything that we're feeling, there starts to become some space in really loving yourself. There starts to become this kind of magical experience where you start feeling like it's okay to be sad right now in this moment. Let me just feel that, see what that's about. It's okay to be angry. Oh my God, anger is huge in these society. These societies all over the planet, anger is not okay. So accepting your anger, I have a right to feel angry. And underneath that might be sadness. Jealousy. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. What's happening inside of me? For me, I find jealousy is from my little girl inside. So I track back to what's going on and what happened for me as a little girl. Oh, here's my cat. This is Sam, everybody. Hi. Hello. So, to be able to really love yourself is to accept what's happening. Hold yourself in your heart. I was telling somebody, if you were your own best friend, what would you say to yourself? Oh, let me give you a hug. Let me listen to all your woes. Let me be here for you and see what's happening for you and see you in your essence. Do you do that with yourself? Truly, it will really change your life if you start actually really going into yourself in every moment, in any moment, and tuning in. What am I feeling? What's going on? Oh, there's jealousy, there's anger, there's sadness, there's joy. And when you start doing this, you'll be able to be really honest in your relationship. So often in relationship, we'll be like, I'm not jealous. I'm not angry. I don't want to control you. Blah, blah, blah. Or you blame them. I'm feeling this because you did this. I'm feeling this because you did that. And when I'm asking you to sit back, keep looking at yourself and owning what's truly going on. Now, this is a big part in finding someone that you want to be with. Because if you're actually doing self inquiry and you really want to know what makes you tick, then you're very, very interested in growing and feeling yourself and becoming an amazing human being. If you can't find that in your partner that you're looking for, or you're meeting, or dating, or with, there's going to be a real disconnect. So for me, I'm all about self inquiry. I want to know what makes me tick. I want to have a great life full of joy. And the only way to do that is go through what's happening for me and come to the other side with peace and love for myself. If I don't have a partner that can handle that and doesn't do that with themselves, that's not going to work for me. If you want to party and drink alcohol and hang out, like, I don't know, be superficial, that's cool. Just find someone who likes to do that. But if you want to stop smoking dope, or if you want to stop, I don't know, hiding maybe behind your substances, and you want to start becoming really more aware of yourself, don't find someone who's not interested in that. Don't hook up with someone who's totally not into that, because it's going to be a difficult path together. So it's back to what I was saying: when you're looking for someone to be with, find out what their values are, find out what their morals are, find out if they actually match up what's really important to you in your life. Investigate who you're dating. Do they want the same things? Because you don't want to be down the road in a year or 3 years and be like, shit, they don't want anything that I want. I want to go live in a monastery and they want to go live at raves. Anyway, I got another question. What happens when your feelings are so overwhelming? Like when you feel super angry and hurt, or you feel really wronged? I love these questions, Rachel. So sweet. I once lost a friend, a girlfriend of 35 years. And there was a big miscommunication, and I was very, very hurt. And what I would go and do every day, because I was so in pain about it, that I would go into my bedroom and I would hit a pillow, because I first was really angry for being shamed for what I shared. And then I would cry. And this would take about an hour every day. And it took about 4 months for all the feelings to start to subside. So if you're not working with a somatic therapist, and you don't have a somebody to go to work through this, what I suggest is you absolutely go into what's happening for you. Hitting a pillow. I use like swimming noodles for clients, and really whacking it and really getting into your anger so you can feel the anger. Go into it. Let it rise up through you. Yell and scream if you have a safe place. Get in a pillow and smash the pillow. And you will start getting answers about why you're angry. What's happening? What's pissing you off? You might remember when you were 2. You might remember a last boyfriend or girlfriend or partner who did something and you were really hurt. You might remember some abuse that happened for you. But slowly, while you get into this anger, you're actually accessing something that you've never allowed yourself to feel, because anger is not okay in this culture. Same as sadness. I would go in my bedroom and just cry. Once the anger was moved through me, I would cry. And I have to say, it was one of the first times that I felt that I was so completely total and accepting and giving to myself with no judgment, that it passed in 4 months. And there was incredible love and acceptance for myself and my emotions. Even though I was 64, I was able to access that little girl who was abandoned when she was young and be upset with girlfriends. and that mean abuse that happened when I was little. I was able to access all of that because I was able to accept my feelings and go into it. My hair is driving me crazy. Did that answer you, Rachel? I hope it did. So I have to figure out how to watch the time. Oh, okay. We're only at 7:23. That's great. Okay, so one thing I wanted to talk about, I'm looking at my notes, is we cannot control someone else. It's not possible. So, say you find somebody who you really, really love, and you guys are doing great, and the romantic beginning has kind of passed, and you're living your daily life. But you want that person to love you even more, or you want that person to change the way they are, or you want them to respond to you the way you want them to respond to you. How do you think that other person feels? You basically want to take responsibility for what you're asking of another person. It always comes back to what's happening in me, what's going on with me. If I'm asking someone, like, say, for example, you got to stop smoking pot, because I'm not interested in that. It doesn't work for me. I can't communicate with you. How do you think that person feels? Do you think they should change for you? I don't think so. It's really important for you to understand that there's reasons for them to be smoking pot or drinking or whatever they're doing. There's reasons. They have wounding, or they just want to play and they want to just do that. And they have their own process of growing, they have their own process of figuring life out. You just happen to be living in the same house with them because you chose to go into a partnership with them. Now, if it doesn't work for you, I understand that. Then I would expect you to go into yourself. Say, what's triggering me here? Why is when this person is absent or can't have a deep conversation or be the way I want them to be? What is going on in me? Do I feel abandoned? Do I feel unloved? Did I have a partner, a parent that was not present? You want to continuously look at what is going on for you. Now, if you're in a deep conversation or sharing, you can say, look, this makes me really triggered, and you're not present when you smoke pot. And I'm looking at this deeply, but can we look at this together? What is happening for you? Why are you always smoking? And maybe you come to an agreement that you go to therapy, or they go get help, or you decide that it's okay for you. But what happens in relationship when we're intertwined and have habits that are going on in relationship, we blame one another for our unhappiness. We make sure that that person feels upset and controlled and is responsible for our own feelings that are going on inside. Does that sound right to any of you? It's really important to understand that either you're alone or you're in a relationship, but it makes no difference in how we love ourselves and we go into ourselves to finding out what makes us tick, what's going on. So I have been in a 40-year marriage. I didn't think I was going to bring this up, but I'm in a 40-year marriage. And it's still really amazing. And someone asked me, how is it that it's still amazing? How is it that you guys are still kissing and loving on each other and really, really holding each other in our hearts? And what I answered was, it's all about communication and coming from myself, sharing what's happening for me, not what I think is happening with him, what is going on for me. And when I share that, it's no blame. There's no control on him. There's no making him change. It's just an intimate sharing of, I feel this. When you said that, I feel this. When you do this, I feel this. And I'm dealing with it in myself. And he does the same. And by doing that, we rise together. So he's getting happier and I'm getting happier. And I've been doing this with him since I was 24. Can you imagine? 24. So we've gone through the shits, let me tell you. We have blamed each other. We have tried to control each other. We've tried to make each other different. We've tried to put each other in boxes. We've done it all. But as we tuned into one another and really wanted to make it work, which is another thing in relationship, is you want to keep coming back to your agreement. Is this still working? Do we still want to do this? Are we able to do self-inquiry? Are we able to love one another for who they are and support one another in rising and being the best we can? We come to an agreement where we're able to support one another and we're able to help each other's hearts open and grow. To me, this is what relationship is all about, which is why I'm doing this talks. Because I've had a lot of experience. Not that I know everything. I'm still learning. I'm constantly learning. Not that I have the answers for everyone. I know that I'm always learning and growing and finding out that I might be wrong. But I do know that I have knowledge after 40 years of making a relationship work and that I'm happy. I'm not stuck. I'm not trapped. I'm living this amazing life with Mira, and he's living this amazing life with himself. And then together, the two of us are sharing and having fun. And we're playing, and it's working. It's actually getting even better. Every day it gets better. But we've come to an agreement that when something triggers me, I share it. When something's triggering him, he shares it. And then we rise together in our own vulnerability, our own open hearts, our own growth, our own paths. We support each other in what we're doing in our lives. Now, it's not that we don't argue, not that we don't go into our shit. It's not that I don't go into my little girl or he goes into his little boy or whatever is happening. It means that when that trigger happens, then we share it and we don't blame one another and we support each other in that understanding and that growth. So everybody take a breath. And right now, I just want everybody to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel your belly blow up with air. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And sit heavy in your seat. And I'd like you to feel yourself. If you want to close your eyes, you can. Just feel what's happening for you when I'm talking like this. Tune into how you are. Tune into what's coming up for you. Really feel yourself and accept whatever is happening inside of yourself. There might be confusion, there might be joy, there might be love, there might be anger. We don't know. Just in through the nose and out through the mouth. And land really heavy in your seat. And feel what's coming up for you. Accept what's going on for you. And reflect on everything that I've been saying. Relationship is a tricky quagmire to sort through. We're not only dealing with ourselves, but we're dealing with someone else. Keep breathing. Are you honoring your heart? Are you honoring your path? Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Are you feeling your heart on a daily basis? How much are you compromising yourself? Either you're with someone or not with someone. How much are you giving yourself what you need? How much do you slow down daily and ask, am I okay? What's going on? How are you, my beloved? Ask yourself, how are you, my beloved? You are your own beloved. Either you're alone or looking for relationship. I'm inviting you to go into your inner world and ask how I am. How much are you loving yourself? How much are you giving to your own self before you're going outside and looking for someone else to fill that? You want to fill your own cup, fill your own joy, fill your own space for what you want to do in your life and how you want to be. Keep breathing through your nose and out through your mouth and ask yourself, am I okay in this planet? Am I giving myself what I need? Am I slowing down? Am I finding acceptance and love for myself? Either you're alone or with someone, you can still ask these questions all the time. And if you get answers, write them down. Write them down. Oh, I need to eat this. I need to go here tomorrow. I need to sleep more. I need to follow my path and dream that I want to do with yoga or singing or music or snowboarding. What do you need, beloved? What do you need for your own heart to be happy, to fill your own soul? Keep breathing. How is it working within yourself if you're in a relationship? How does it feel on a daily basis? Are you fulfilled with your partner? Are you giving them what you need, they need, and what you need? Are you giving each other? Breathe. Are you stopping to talk and share? Are you inquiring within of what is happening for you, and are you really being honest for yourself and then for your relationship? Really brutally honest. I need this for my heart. Can I do this within a relationship or alone? Keep breathing. And as you exhale, I'd like you to just get heavier in your seat and be super honest with yourself. Open your heart. Include inquire within. Are you living the life you want to live? So slowly, I'd like you to start wiggling your toes and fingers if you went really deep. And I'd like you to look around the room with soft eyes and land your eyes on something you'd love to look at. Just land your eyes on, I don't know, a painting, a mobile, a sculpture. Just look around. Don't look at me. And when you're ready, come back to me. And if you have questions, please put them in the chat, because I'm going to give about 10 minutes for the chat. And if there's no more questions, I'm going to end this live series. And every week I'm going to be here and I'm going to be talking about relationship, different topics on relationship. And really, it's all about you, basically. It's not really just about the other person in relationship. It's about you. So come meet me if you want. Ask me questions. If you'd like to ask me questions in between classes, my email is mira@miralovesyou.com. I'm going to put that in the chat. You can always email me and ask me questions, and I will address them during the class. You can watch it in your own time. Okay, I'm not sure if everybody's back, but I'm hoping you're coming back to your body. So if there's no questions, I love you. I'm here because I love you. And I'm here because I want to share some knowledge and self-inquiry. I'm here to support you. I'm getting hearts. I love that. And I'm doing this because I'm being guided. I'm doing what I want, which is to talk and share. And many of you on here have been supporting me in doing that. Thank you so much. I love you. Have a beautiful night. See you next week.